Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Your Stupid Opinions.
Hey!
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
We're excited to hear people's complaints and grievances again today. We have some very fun stuff for you, some very personal items, some things that have to do with possibly the afterlife. We got a lot of good stuff for you here. It's going to be a wild day on Your Stupid Opinions. We cannot wait. We just want to say, if you enjoy the show, find us on social media. Yeah. We have all the pages for everything there. There's Facebook groups where people post their own opinions and have a good time with that and give reviews and everything like that. Also, if you like us and you think this is funny, Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder are our other two podcasts. So maybe check those out because they're good stuff and very self-explanatory from the titles. That said, let's get right into this because we have a lot of crazy. Again, I apologize for my voice this week. I'm still sick. I'm on antibiotics. It should sound better by next week, I promise you. But this stuff is so good, it doesn't matter how bad I sound. Let's get into this. Let's all die, everybody. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's die. Now, if we're dead, we're going to need someplace to go once we're dead.
We need services.
You can't just die and just leave your body in the corner of the room somewhere. They got to dispose of it in some way. So let's say a cemetery as the most common way. And let's find out about a cemetery. This is a cemetery. We'd all have to die in West Virginia to be buried here, probably. No. It is in East Burke Street in Martinsburg, West Virginia. This is.
Martinsburg.
It is called the Green Hill Cemetery. And judging by the picture, there's a lot of gravestones that aren't quite upright. They're kind of crooked and over here. Like the ground has shifted. I don't know from.
This is a scary one.
If there's coal mines underneath there or what, but I don't know what's going on here. So it only has 2.5 stars out of 5 on Google, which it's a cemetery. You figure it's holes in the dirt. How bad could it be? Well,
50-50 crapshoot.
Let's find out. Let's find out a couple people like it. Here we go. Here is one review here, 4 stars, and this is kind of a description of the museum, mausoleum and all this museum. A historical cemetery with a mausoleum that's not open daily to visitors. Right?
Well, what the fuck?
Well, that seems odd. I've only been able to visit inside when they offer an event for the public. Why are you clamoring to get inside of the cemetery, like in the room there?
But what if it's like an anniversary or something, and it's a big deal that you visit that person?
Tough shit. Not open to the public, I guess.
Sorry about it.
She said I've only been able, like it's like Studio 54. Like I've been there a bunch of times. I wait online. I never get picked. It's weird.
The man with the clicker is very surly.
He looks right over me and picks the chick with the big tits behind me every time. It's ridiculous. Not fair. Big tit chick with 2 gay guys. That's all it's ever gets in. I can't get in.
Too much of a sausage fest in there right now, guys. Sorry, you're going to have to wait.
You're going to have to wait. She said the layout of this place is unique, and it's atop a hill with graves located in a circular downhill pattern. Everything in West Virginia is on a hill. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just the way it is. Plenty of marble headstones that date back to the late 1800s. There's also a segregated black cemetery at the bottom of the hill in the back.
Don't like that.
Because from back then, it was not maintained for many years until 2017 when a group was created to clean the grave sites, give them the respect and dignity these deceased human beings deserve. Okay. So that's fair. It's nice. I'm glad they're doing that. Yeah. That was 4 stars. Here's 5 stars. And the reviewer's name that they put on here is Sharon Tate. So I don't know if this is
Jesus Christ.
The Manson family murdered actress, giving her review of how she likes being buried here or what.
Some kind of alias? Some creepy shit alias?
I guess. 5 stars, beautiful old cemetery, and well-maintained grounds. Very scenic surroundings.
Okay.
All right. And then the last 5-star you're going to find probably ever. And this is John, and he gives it 5. This is 5 stars again. He says, nice place, well-maintained. I would not be embarrassed to be buried here. That's nice.
That's a guy.
Wouldn't be embarrassed to be buried here.
Embarrassed? It's not so bad.
People wouldn't go, Jesus, what kind of dump's this guy getting buried in? You know what I mean? What a cheap bastard. Fuck, man.
I allow my friends and family to see me interned here.
Hey, yeah, what do you think? Are you going to get interned here in this fucking dump? Get out of here with that. So next up, Sean gives it 1 star. Not happy. This place is not taken care of. It looks disgusting. When you say disgusting in cemetery, I figure arms sticking out of the ground and shit, or like zombies and body parts got left over. The pile of legs back in the western corner of the place is disturbing, I find.
I don't like the burn pit.
Yeah, that's not great.
That feels weird.
Feels weird. It looks disgusting. The grass has not been cut. Trees laying over gravestones. Just sloppy.
Laying over?
Yeah, just sloppy, just not clearing.
Okay.
Wow, that's terrible. Next up, Terry gives it 1 star. Here we go. This is wild. I took my aunt there to visit her 3 children that are along the first road. Yikes.
Jesus.
Tough luck on that.
Questioning your aunt. Why she got 3 dead kids?
What's up with Aunt Cyanide? Why is she always having to go to the graveyard? Auntie Arsenic all she ever wants to do is go to the graveyard.
It's so weird.
Jesus Christ. The grass is overgrown throughout the entire cemetery. There was trash and old decorations blown throughout the property.
Okay.
So just stuff got blown around by the wind. Things don't get picked up when things get left and it gets blown around. Yeah. The worst, that's what she says. The worst
part
was the drive path was blocked by a large, and for some reason this is in all caps, large.
Make it larger.
Piece of slate, approximately 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. You don't have to say large. You have measurements. Just tell us measurements and we'll decide whether we consider that large.
A piece of slate, like a pool table?
Slate, I guess off a big hunk of stone.
Oh.
Slates like those stone roofs they would have, slate roofs like that. So weird. Which myself and my 80-year-old aunt could not budge. Well,
it's just fucking slate, lady.
Jesus Christ. I had to be disrespectful and drive onto someone's grave to get out and back on the drive path.
Had to be.
I had to drive over a fucking World War II vet's grave to get out of here. Sorry, Captain Miller, I gotta. What the fuck?
Left some Michelin tread on a fucking Purple Heart.
What a weird thing. I had to do it. No choice. It was blocking her path.
Sorry.
This place sounds like a nightmare. Here's Ashley with 1 star again. A complete disgrace! 2 exclamation points.
Disgrace.
If it's a disgrace, you better have found someone doing something sexual to the corpses. That's a disgrace. That's disgraceful. I have no clue how anyone can say the grounds are kept and well maintained. Overgrown, headstones in a huge pile down the side of the hill.
Oh my God.
Wow. They just fell off and slid down the hill, probably from rain and shit. And
they just let them pile up at the bottom?
That's it. Yeah, we call that stone pile right there. Everybody will end up there eventually. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, the last one's great. This one's good too. But 1 star from Sylvia. Sylvia, the place is not well kept. Just rode through and found some lots not mowed and very little weed eating. Oh no, trees growing like weeds on lot. She just likes to say weed, I think.
Yeah, she does.
Board of directors need to walk the whole place with no advance notice.
What are they, smoking weed?
Don't let them show up. Take a walk, smoke some weed, and chill. All right, Gavin, I don't know what the hell Gavin's talking about here.
Oh, what happened? Gavin, tell me the story.
Gavin is awesome here. Gavin is, this feels very serious, which is scary. I thought it was a joke at first, and I'm like, no, Gavin's serious. I'm including this. 1 star, was kicked out of the cemetery, which, have you ever been kicked out of a cemetery? Anybody out there?
Once.
Was kicked out by those, or because those who, quote unquote, maintain the cemetery thought it was weird. This sentence right away is just giving
the chicken bones I brought.
I was gonna say I had to just give that a cliffhanger because people are thinking it's weird. What you just thought of a million different things: blood sacrifices. They're fucking on a headstone. He's got her bent over.
Sitting cross-legged with a pentastar and candles.
Yeah, what is going on here? Thought it was weird that my girlfriend and I visited the cemetery, and in parentheses, place designed to visit.
Okay.
That's all it's there for. To give company to the lonely spirits.
Yeah, Gavin.
That's weird. Not to see someone in particular.
Gavin,
just
that's fucking bizarre. You don't have any family in here?
He might as well have said, what are you guys doing? Perusing the dead. That would be that's the same thing.
Just hanging with our new friend.
Yeah. And to enjoy and appreciate the beautiful weather and the beautiful grounds in which these souls remain with the spirit. Obviously.
My man, you
find
need
a park.
Hobby, Gavin.
Find a fucking park if you want to enjoy the outdoors, number one. And number two, you need friends. This is weird.
Find an abandoned mine, Gavin. There's some souls down there, too.
And I'm going to say this, too. Guys listening who don't have a girlfriend, I don't want to hear it.
Not a word,
don't want to hear it. Not only does Gavin have a girlfriend, he's not even hiding this weird shit. She's there with him going, what the fuck? We're just hanging out with the souls. So, get it together, okay?
She's a party, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah, she's fun. Oh,
she's
yeah.
down.
I believe the non-physical may also appreciate company and the positive energy to absorb.
The what?
Imagine telling that to some guy whose job it is to mow the lawn at a cemetery.
Yeah. A guy holding a fucking grass hog.
He's like, what are you talking about? You know how little money I make here? This is so sad.
This thing's 18 volts, and I will weed whack your fucking face.
That's how you get people out. Weed whack them off the property. I also believe that everyone has their right to freedom of thought, consciousness, and religion. True.
Okay,
this is private
fine.
property, though,
Yeah,
and people can decide that you can't practice those things on their property.
The thing is, people invest a shitload of money in their plot for their family to come visit.
Yeah.
You didn't invest a motherfuck into this place.
Yeah.
Get out.
Go in your yard and be weird. No one cares.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you can do. Or go in the woods and be weird.
I've gone to Forest Lawn to go see, celebrities' graves, obviously.
Yeah.
And they don't like that either. Like, you have to wander around going, do you remember where Aunt May's shit is at?
Yeah.
And you have to, pretend you have family there.
That's... Yeah, otherwise what are you
you're
doing
a
here?
fucking weirdo, and I was a weirdo.
Well, you don't go to McDonald's if you don't want food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't just go. I just love the atmosphere here. It's just the atmosphere, the smell of French fries. I love it.
But if you're a grave tourist,
I just wanted to keep Grimace company. I just, no one says that.
I'm here for the Hamburglar.
What the fuck? That's the equivalent of what he's saying, though, right? Sorry to interrupt.
But if you're
you.
a grave tourist and they catch you and they go, you need to get out of here, you got to go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
I know.
You got me. I was looking for Sinatra's grave. Fine. I only say that because I've seen Sinatra's grave. It's in Palm Springs, actually. Yeah, my gangster friend took me there and knew right where it was. Drove up, got out of the car, walked like it was his father's. There it is.
There he is.
I was like, wow, that was fast.
Pay your respects and sit the fuck out of here.
He knew. It's like an Italian thing. You have to do it.
Yeah.
It's a pilgrimage.
I've seen Disney. I saw fucking Michael Jackson.
They're all there.
They're all there. I saw a shitload of them.
Oh, my God. I believe that, or he said freedom of thought, consciousness, and religion. I believe that because that actually happens to be the case.
Okay.
So.
You fucking weirdo.
I tried calling to figure out what rules I have broken. Rules of being a weirdo.
Up. You made a phone call after this embarrassment.
Rules of being. That's one of those where you go, yeah, I know. Yeah, I was being weird.
I know.
It's fine. I get it. I was being weird.
How does he not know what he did?
Yeah.
Gavin.
I mean, what the fuck? However, my phone number was then blocked. Yes, because you were. That's how weird you were. A cemetery blocked your phone number. If your grandma dies, we don't even want her. Get the fuck out of here.
Even call them, let alone show up.
You have creeped and spooked out a cemetery. Do you understand the level of weird? Because these are morbid people calling all the time. All they hear about is death.
Yeah. These are people that dig holes to
throw corpses into. Literally.
They don't want you calling us.
Their job is to dispose of dead bodies, and they're like, Gavin, no, we're not doing it with you anymore.
You're too much, man.
Wow. So with that, I guess I cannot expect a call back to inform me of the rules that I have broken.
You've trespassed, Gavin. That's what you've done, you fucking creep.
Yikes. So I come here to ask again what my girlfriend and I were doing wrong. If we were breaking rules, then sorry, won't happen again. However, after some research, I struggled to find the rules in which we were breaking.
Try trespassing. Google that.
And there's 2 thumbs
asshole.
up on that review, which is probably Gavin and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or some other weirdo.
Some other fucking creep.
Oh, okay. So that's what happens when you die. That's where you're going to go.
Jesus Christ.
That said, let's talk about some people who are going to die soon. Okay.
The
Golden Bachelor from television recently here. Let's talk about that.
This show.
Everyone on that show, don't go to that cemetery. But I have not seen this show, but
I haven't either. I've heard of it.
I've been saying for years, and everybody I'm sure has, that thinks about like the television business or the streaming business or whatever that, moving fucking images business here. I've been saying that how come people live a lot longer now?
Yeah.
People are living longer and they have money when they're older and stuff like that. Why is nothing made for old people? You know what I mean? Like nothing's made for old people. And I'm like, why? Because you could get them to buy shit probably. You know what I mean? So they should probably do it. And then they came out with this and I was like, that's a great fucking idea. That's going to kill. And then it was like crushes. The number 1 show.
Yeah.
It was great. On Google though, and this is like an aggregate of like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, only has 3.7 out of 5 stars though.
That's not bad, right? Is it?
I suppose. People are angry. Some people are very angry at the show for some reason.
Really?
We'll talk. Oh, yeah. Here's a 5-star, first of all. Okay. I absolutely love this show.
Okay.
You're going to get a lot of this. This is Jennifer. Jerry is the real deal. I think that is the Bachelor guy.
Yeah,
that's him. I have never watched a moment of any Bachelor show, ever. Bachelorette, Bachelor, any of them.
I've seen pieces and bits and whatever. I've never
I'm
seen a whole
it.
season. Yeah,
I'm not above it. I'll watch fucking Sister Wives tomorrow, but I'm saying that, this is different.
That one's difficult because it's I don't know, the arrogance really, I hate it.
That makes sense.
I don't like that.
So
how dare you think you deserve a partner? Like that's the part that
you
drives
deserve
me
to
nuts.
choose between 30 of them is a weird thing to me.
And I get to sleep with all of these girls.
I mean, you got to test it out.
Weird.
You got to give it a test drive. You know what I mean?
Got to find out if I need this for the rest of my life.
His sweet nature truly shines through. I love how considerate and kind he is with all the women. There's nothing arrogant or self-absorbed about him. He exudes humility. The women are
probably fucked a bunch of women on this show.
A lot of older ladies. The women are terrific too, and as diverse in appearance, personality, and interests as any other group of women. The only thing they're not diverse in, I would believe, for me, is age. They represent well that older women are just as attractive, interesting, and admirable as the younger women you see on The Bachelor. I already love this show 100 times more than the regular one because the maturity and life experience of the cast adds a layer of depth. She meant depth and said death, which is hilarious because you're talking about a bunch of 70-year-old people. That is amazing. The maturity and life experience adds an extra layer of death, meaning they could die at any minute. It gives it a texture.
Almost there.
It's layered like a soup at that point. That speaks more about the human experience we share, life challenges, loss of love, aging. Please keep doing this show, ABC. You got a real winner.
Okay.
They know. They loved it. Here's Lisa with 1 star.
Uh-huh.
I pitched the concept of this show for all caps years. To who?
I wrote this show.
To your friends, to your family? Did you go to a fucking network and sit down with them and pitch it? Because that's what you really need to do, usually. That's how shows are made.
I've been pitching it back and forth off the wall. Every time I watch it, I say they should do it with people with my age.
I wanted a sexy senior, and they chose The Golden Bachelor, which is charming and befitting. The show is sincere and captures honest feelings that are authentic. As a 64-year-old woman that has been single for many years, I can relate on desperately wanting love again. On wanting love again for each and every woman that is part of this show. Yes, they choose some very beautiful, favorable people to be a part of the show. That was expected. The rest seems like a fairy tale that came true. Thank you for listening, finally. Yes, they were listening to you. Like, how long?
Read your fucking diary.
Let's listen to Lisa finally. Let's see what Lisa has to say. We've gone through all these talented people that we've been working with for years. What about Lisa?
A 64-year-old woman. What does she have to say?
Man, and of course, a golden bachelorette has to follow. Make this a staple.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, here's the bad now. 1 star. From Tracy Baby Girl is her tag, is her fucking handle here. 1 star. What a great representation of appearances for our seniors in the United States. These ladies were so beautiful and apparently in good health, living healthy lifestyles. It was nice seeing that. So that's the good.
Yeah.
Then up, sad, in all capital letters with asterisks around it. Yeah. What I didn't like was all that tongue-down kissing.
I want them seeing their old fucking...
I don't want to see their old dental work in there. I don't want to see dentures. No, but this is fucking... I want the people to look nice and be healthy and happy. Just don't, like, touch each other or do anything gross. Don't be gross.
I'm not watching granny porn.
This is amazing. Tongue-down kissing like kids who haven't learned how to verbally express themselves.
Well, perhaps they're still fucking horny, lady.
I was going to say, there's only so far you can go in verbal expression when it comes to sex. You know, at some point, someone's got to touch something. You know what I mean?
Let's get wet.
Yeah. It's just nasty. 3 exclamation points at any age. So no one should ever make out. Ever. Wow. They could have given a long hug or a closed-mouth kiss. This isn't Mormon church. It's fucking television in 2023. What are you talking about?
And these are people in their last 20 or so years.
Who cares?
They got human needs.
Old people fuck a lot. They don't give
all
a
the
shit.
time.
Yeah. They know they don't have time. What are they waiting for?
This thing might not work tomorrow.
I could break my hip tomorrow and it'll be out of commission. I just felt because they were older, it would be an opportunity for the older generation to show the younger generation, the current one too, ways of connecting through conversation in a mature, sensual way.
Why do you need other people
about?
Fuck you.
You want retirement home Golden Bachelor. You want like invalid Golden Bachelor. Like I can't move.
Yeah.
2 people in hospice care next to each other going, let's spend the last 5 days of our lives together. Okay.
Hold my hand and describe my eyes without saying sparkle or diamond.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus.
what I need you to
or
do.
Sunset. Can you not say sunset, please? Or sunrise. Especially in a world where conversations are replaced through texting. I'm almost 60 myself, and it's very hard dating with self-respect, let alone receiving respect or having an actual conversation, because this has become a norm of physically connecting before mentally connecting. I just hope it gets better.
Oh, God, Jesus. I'm so sore.
Oh, that is not a fun lady.
The mental gymnastics, man. If you don't like sex, you don't like sex. Fine. But don't push it on us.
She puts out shitty candy for her grandkids, and you know it. Yeah. It's bad. It's not good stuff. It's unidentifiable.
Oh, Jesus, it's those fucking shitty, those sour balls at the grocery store that are not sour at all.
Yeah, like what is that? Every once in a while there's a patch of it on there, then they just taste like cardboard.
I don't want this.
Next up, Pam with 1 star. Okay. Loved it and thought it was genius until it was meet the family setup. I guess they meet each other's families when they start whittling down.
Probably written.
Jerry turned out to be a, all caps, fool at best.
Okay, because he didn't pick the one you like.
That's right. At 72 years old, he should have known better and been a gentleman and not slept with both women and tell them both he loved them. Well, 72, his dick still works, and he's still a guy, I guess, so we got that
also,
part.
Don't watch any of the Bachelors, Ed, because that's
They're
what
all
they
doing
do.
That, but you expect better out of older people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I learned it from you, Dad. That's where I learned it. That's what this is. I learned it by watching you. What do you think? Where do you think everybody learns everything?
Yeah.
After he was with Leslie, he should have figured out a way to either tell Teresa or asked her to wait until he would figure out the other relationship. His daughters and granddaughters are watching.
Okay.
Grandpa getting some tail. Getting a little trim on the side. All right.
Not sitting on his lap again.
No. Jesus. It's all damp.
Stinky laugh.
As well as the families of these women. I thought he seemed sensitive and aware, but he greatly disappointed. I thought our generation was finally going to show our kids how adults should act.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? 70-year-olds right now were born in the early 50s, making them the hippie generation. So why the fuck would people who took their fucking tits out and did acid in their dicks swinging wild in a field in the fucking mud for days at a time on fucking drugs you just got from some guy who came up and handed it to you and you put it in your fucking mouth? What made you think you would be the center of moral fucking affinity? I don't understand what we're talking about.
The guy that hitchhiked, goddammit,
yeah.
with several different people, jumped in the back of a pickup truck to head to a field to do drugs randomly.
That's it.
And fuck everybody.
And fuck everybody
that
covered
guy,
in mud
we
and
expect
shit.
him to be a fucking monk now.
I don't get it. This isn't the older generation. This is that generation now.
Right.
You can't. Those older people are
the
gone.
The generation before them are fucking dead.
Yeah, those are the people like served in World War II. They were too tired to fuck in a field. That's why. They were exhausted. They beat Hitler, for Christ's sake, so you could fuck in a field. The only redeeming thing that came out of the show is the support of women. They said as, so I read it wrong there, but it's is. I think they're trying to say. I know it's a show, but I just keep looking for, all caps, adults to step up and be the example for our kids to see how we should act and treat one another. That wouldn't be a highly rated show.
No.
Old people's, nice congenial conversation is not a fucking show that anybody watches. That's not what you're watching. Even on the Golden Girls, they bickered and argued, and it was funny.
You're looking for
and
On
Blanche
Golden Pond. Nobody wants to watch that.
Yeah. You want to watch Henry Fonda stare into a fucking reflection of a pond, go ahead. I don't want to watch it. I watched that when I was like 5 or some shit. It was on HBO, and I was like, this is boring,
sucks.
But I watched the whole thing. I was like, that was terrible. Never watching that again.
Yeah. She's basically looking for the ending of Green Mile, and she just wants to see the Tom Hanks and old lady character live happily ever after together. That's not the world, man.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's just not. It's just not. No.
Humans
you
have
couldn't
needs.
be more right. Yeah. And at any age. Yeah.
Sorry, physical affection is part of it.
That's part of it. I had such hopes and thought it was genius because all my girlfriends were watching, and it even had 70s thinking maybe it could happen. ABC, you almost got it right, but went wrong. Very wrong.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, yeah.
I'm like upset.
There has to be conflict. That's what makes shows great, no matter what the show is. Conflict matters.
Okay. Marina gives it 1 star. I have never watched The Bachelor, but being in my 60s, I thought I would binge the series.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Totally ridiculous show. These women were beautiful, smart, educated, and fun. It's embarrassing to see them ridden with jealousy while their fellow contestants make out like teenagers with the, quote, prize.
Over that?
Over him. All competing to marry a man they barely know. The show is not about love, it's about ratings.
Yeah.
It's a TV show that they're all about ratings.
Now you're getting it.
What executives sit around and go, I don't even care if the board fires us. I just want love to prevail. Nobody says that.
I'm so tired of the industry. Let's just reinvent it with just like sweet, no sex.
Yeah,
no, not even the allure of it.
No, we'll have a terrible quarter and the board will fire all of us, but from our cushy millions plus dollars of year jobs. But you know what? Let's make it, because Marina wants to see old people have nice chats.
Let's have a 70-year-old man meet 90-year-old people.
That'll be great.
That'll be a fun conversation.
That'll be good. The day I would get excited to receive a rose from a guy who's made out with everyone in the room will never happen.
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't think anyone invited you on the show, Marina.
Marina, I got a feeling it's a good thing that nobody just introduces themselves with their body count to you. Because if you're meeting anybody in their 60s or 70s, how many people have they fucked? Holy Christ.
You deal with it. It's fine. Every human has a has a past. It's all good. This is from Mini Martha. So a small version of Martha.
Tiny Martha.
1 star. I don't watch reality shows. That's the first sentence, with reality shows in quotes, we don't know what that is.
We know what they are, lady.
And the period inside the quote, which drives me crazy. Anyway, it seems that some people will do anything to be on TV. Yes, people on reality shows. We've been watching them for 25 years.
Those are the people.
Yep. Letting cameras follow your every private moment. Ick. Is this did you just figure out reality shows existed? As a parent, 61 years old, I would not want to see my adult children making out or more on TV. I found it odd that a 71-year-old man didn't take the time to shave for his date. Apparently he left some scruff on.
Perhaps he left the scruff because chicks find it sexy.
I think it's a look. It's rug. Yeah, some women like it. Maybe that date said she liked that, so that's what he's doing. Who knows? I put effort into being presentable for a date. Why wouldn't he? You're not on a date with him. She just made it so I showed up and he looks like this. You're not on the show, Mini Martha. What are you talking about? Hard pass, she says.
She uses hard pass?
Not offered anything. You have not been offered an opportunity to pass on, ma'am. I apologize. And the last line, sadly, I can't post without a 1 star. So she wants to give it no stars. Holy shit. Okay, these are fucking great. Joan says this, 1 star. I enjoyed watching The Golden Bachelor up until last night's episode when the women had a question and answer session to pass some time. I felt the questions were smutty, in poor taste. It's a dating... Okay.
I wonder what they asked.
You've never seen Rock of Love, have you?
Oh, God, please don't watch that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, this is my question. I'm Brett Michaels. This is my question. Like, how many... All right, what's the highest number of guys you've had fuck you at the same time on a bus? That's the type of questions they were asking then. And girls were like, 8, I guess. I don't know. Does oral count? Like, that's... What? That's what that show was.
And then there's a talking head where a girl goes, thank God he didn't ask me about the hot air balloon.
Oh, geez. That was wild up there.
The bus.
3 guys fell out. It was so crowded. Plummeted to their deaths. And then Brett's like, I got to go put on some crab cream. He walks away itching his crotch because he's disgusting.
I got to go put on crab cream and a new wig.
And a new wig. And some better eyeshadow. I felt the questions were smutty and poor taste. I wonder who wrote them. Writers, probably. Write those.
TV writers who are like, write them gross.
Yeah, write them, so we can put that on a trailer. And people go, ooh, are the old ladies going to answer those questions? That's why. There are those of us that feel some things should remain private. How many women had grandchildren or parents watching that show? Well, more grandchildren, less parents, I'm going to guess.
I bet you're right.
Just out on a limb here. Just out on a limb. More grandkids than parents.
Much more.
So, and then finally, this is fucking great. There's 2 more that are one. Oh, no, that one. So we got to do 3 more. I'm sorry. Okay. Right. There's guys. These are all women. Now, here's Kenneth. 1 star. OMG question or exclamation. I was totally disgusted at the antics of these women trying to charm Jerry. So he's a total other thing.
These slutty pigs.
These fucking old whores this nice old man. I don't even know any of these types of women in real life. The swearing and the vamping and the exposing was above and beyond tasteful. He likes a classier woman.
Lodge, man.
Jesus. So that's it. I'm done. I've watched 20 minutes of it and shook my head the whole time and decided I didn't want to shake my head for the next few episodes and shut it down. Head shaker Kenneth over here. Next is Alyssa, 1 star. Cringe, all caps spelled out with dashes between the letters.
That's what fucking reality TV is.
That's what it is.
That's why they make it.
That's it.
Don't look at TikTok, lady.
Fuck, yeah. I love the elderly. I embrace aging myself. I'm happy these people have a lot of life left in them. But this show is extraordinarily raunchy and gross. Are they plowing each other right there on the screen?
Is this granny porn?
Does he go, hey, grandkids, turn around. I'm going to finger your grandma real quick. Hey, turn around. Look over there. Quick. And finally, last one. This is Mark, and he's out of his fucking mind. 1 star. Out of his mind, Mark.
I'm out of my mind.
I'm out of my fucking gourd. Mark says, 1 star. Dude gets choice of second wife starting at 60 years old plus?
Yeah, Mark.
They should give him 18 years old plus. Full range, please.
What the
He's
fuck?
72.
What is he even talking
What are you talking about? What a weird show would it have have an old man standing up there, then to have a range of 18 to 65-year-old women for him to choose from. That would be a show right there. I'll tell you what.
Mark might be onto something with this crazy shit.
If you want pure train wreck, if you're talking about just train wreck TV, I think Mark just nailed it. He just laid it all out.
What they should do is
that Mark Burnett? Is that his name? One of the TV producer guys? Is that him? Mark, is that you?
Mark, get 2 of the girls from Survivor, 2 of the girls from Big Brother, 2 of the girls from Rock of Love, and throw them all in there.
And then put them in a tank and put a shark in there and see what happens. I don't know what's going on. This guy wants.
Maybe a girl from Flavor of Love.
Yeah. Put New York in there, too. So, wow, full range, please. Dude puts in his time, so should get full possibilities of his efforts. Dude puts in his time.
He's working so hard.
What the fuck?
He should be this guy's agent. He's working for him.
This is wild. If he wants 83-year-old Myrna, okay, he also might want 24-year-old Bambi. I'm sure he does. The point is, it's not realistic for him to fuck 24-year-old Bambi. Yeah. Unless he is sold... You got to sell at least 30 million albums to pull that off, I feel like. That's what that has to be.
In your 70s? Yeah.
You got to be like a rock star to do that. You can't do that otherwise.
Bambi. Why did you say Bambi?
Come on, Bambi. Stand next to Myrna. He's going to pick between you.
Why did he say Bambi?
That sounds young, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but it's
in the 80s, it sounded young. That was the name for like a big-titted girl in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bambi. That's what on Cheers, somebody's name would be Bambi that Ted Danson was fucking.
It was a fake name, too, for like a stripper or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We had a family friend whose wife's name was Bambi, and she was, boy, was she a party. Jesus Christ. I was like 11 and I saw that woman's tits.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a kind woman, is what you just
Bambi's
said.
tits around.
A kind lady. The second family maybe affects his grown kids. Oh, the second, and no exclamation point. That was first. Now, second, family maybe affects his grown kids and the producers get sued. The fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Mark?
They should have Trip to THC Land in there somewhere. Old people getting high together now?
Mark, what are you doing? You're
What are you talking
ideas.
about now?
Mark, save your ideas. You're
He wants
on to
to
something.
see a group of people from 18 to 70 hanging out, just smoking weed, having a fuckfest orgy,
Just eating gummies.
threesomes with Myrna and Bambi. I don't know what's going on here.
We should involve some drugs in this and really get them fucked up.
Oh, my God. But he'd have to lose his job to satisfy the identity thieves, lounge lizards running things. What are you fucking talking about, Mark?
He's really fascinating.
He should hang out with Gavin at the cemetery because I don't know what's going on. But maybe he's flush and retired. Have you watched the show? They tell you who he is. He's not a mystery person. Or maybe make him a worthless scrub in second season. Cults or Raiders?
What?
Like a bad team like that.
Oh, okay.
Who cares, dude? Okay. And one person found that helpful somehow.
Who is that weird person?
They went, yeah, I agree. Finally, now that I don't even know where we are. We've died. I'm confused. I feel down in the dumps, man. I feel like it's bad things. Let's get lifted back up. What do you say?
Yeah.
You know how we do that?
How?
With Nimia silicone bra inserts breast pads. Sticky push-up inserts for swimsuits, dresses, and bikinis. 3 pairs for $10 on Amazon.
Fake titties you don't have to have surgery for.
No, they stick to like your bra or whatever, your bathing suit.
Some
and
cheaters.
Then just some tit fucking stuff.
Little cheaters. All right,
Little cheaters.
I like it.
3.7 stars on Amazon with 2,343 ratings. So a lot of tits have been sold.
Christ.
We have no idea what tits and what aren't out there. Put it that way.
It's a lot of jelly.
So it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's $9.99. It's 50% silicone, 41.5% nylon. I guess that's the outside of it, and 8.5% spandex. Care instructions: hand wash only. Yeah, you shouldn't look at these things, Jimmy. Would you put these in a washing machine? Fucking.
They're just cups.
Yeah, they're just like
you can't
squishy.
Put that in you can't put that in the
microwave or the microwave in the washing machine.
You can put it in the microwave if you want.
And then they are made in China, okay?
Okay.
Which makes sense for the description.
Okay.
About this item, okay. All capital letters.
Yeah.
Work perfect for small breast.
Work perfect for small breast.
You know what accent you heard that in. You know what I mean?
Yes. No plural anywhere. No, no S. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's wow.
Work perfect
Plurals
for
and
small
singulars.
breasts.
Well, yeah, work perfect for small breasts. Nimia silicone bra inserts are ideal for small-chested women. Stick them to fit any of your outfits. They can give a little extra padding and lift, which make your look full, but not fake at all. Best for AB cup size.
Okay.
Self-adhesive bra inserts have excellent stickiness, can secure the bra pads, stick very well, and stay in place all day. Stick these bra inserts to instead bra. I don't know what that means. Let backless and low cuts become a breeze. Also superb for swimsuits, bikinis, bridesmaids dress, etc., etc. Invisible. These sticky bra cups don't add an excessive cup size that looks ridiculous, but just provide a natural amount of push-up, definitely undetectable under your clothes, so nobody will know your little secret. Suitable for uneven breast.
Perfect for small breast, suitable for uneven.
If you have problem with boobs come in different sizes and shapes. It's the greatest line ever written on an hour. I will repeat that. When I can breathe again, I'm going to repeat that because I can't stop laughing right now.
If you have problem.
If you have problem with boobs come in different sizes and shapes. These bra filler insert would be great.
God damn it.
Oh my God. Okay. And it's supposed the stickiness is supposed to withstand water and still be sticky, by the way.
Oh, really?
That's part of it. You're supposed to be able to wash them.
To the body or to the
sticky.
bra?
To the bra. To the bra.
Okay.
Stick
Yeah.
glue, fucking Chinese glue to your body. What are you, out of your mind? You hear this to my body?
Are these
All
like
right.
those sticky hands that you wash it with toothpaste?
Yeah, I
and
think
it,
so.
And
It's still you
the
throw it
sticky?
against
Yeah.
the wall. Yeah.
Watch it walk down.
I think that's exactly what's going on here. Here's 5 stars.
Yeah.
Great is the title.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a little skeptical about these bad boys,
No.
but they do a really good job at giving the girls a little oomph.
Okay.
All right, that's the kind of review you want. I have small breasts, 34A, and the best. It's all good. It's all they're all wonderful. We don't care.
That's not small. That's great.
It's fine. It's
I've seen
wonderful.
them. They're fine.
Doesn't matter. Terrific.
Yep.
And the best bras I have ever owned have had this style padding. I don't think they necessarily give a lot of cleavage, but they definitely do a good job of discreetly making it look like I have a little more going on down there.
Okay. Up there?
Up there, I think. Well, down from her head, I guess. She looks down.
Yeah.
I will also say they need to be worn under something that's already pretty tight or supportive because otherwise they're just flopping around inside your clothes, which is weird.
That's no good.
Nobody
titty
needs
fell
that.
off.
Wow. Your tits to just keep changing size and shape and everything. They're also super sticky. Can't speak on behalf of people with big boobs, but if you smaller ladies are looking for something to help fill out your clothes a little, let's just a little more, say less and get these.
Say less.
Next up, 5 stars. Title, Maximum Boobage.
Maximum boobage.
Boobage.
I've seen that porno.
Yep, Juliana, Maximum Boobage, 5 stars. I usually don't leave reviews, but I really like these. I wore them to a music festival, so lots of jumping and sweating and had 0 problems.
And now I'm married.
Now I have twins. I even double them up for maximum boobage.
Oh, you can put in 2.
She's like, I will be a fucking D, a double D before the end of this day. I did not wear them in water, nor did I wash and reuse, so I can't speak on those, but they worked perfectly for me in the way I needed. Will purchase again. She's like, I just need an afternoon boob insert. That's
for
all I'm
sure.
looking
For $10, you can throw them out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, there's 3 pairs in there, so you can
Absolutely
do a lot. Okay, next up, Diana, 5 stars. Love that these stick inside the clothes. Love these and bought them twice. Okay, couple I'm given as a reason to say how sticky they are here.
Yeah.
Next up, Ashley, 5 stars. Very sticky.
Okay.
I bought these for my bridesmaid's dress, and they lasted the whole night without moving. They helped give me the extra push-up I needed so I didn't have to wear a bra. Oh, because just right on the dress. She
Right,
put.
yeah.
Super comfy, didn't even notice them. Definitely will buy again. Only downside, they're a one-time use. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one, 1 star, worst product I've ever bought.
Okay. She didn't go to this party.
Didn't go to the different party.
Yeah.
I tried to use these for a Halloween costume, and they did not provide any lift, did not fit the costume right, and were not sticky enough all the way around.
Huh.
So, too sticky, perfectly sticky, not sticky at all.
Tell me
Which
the
is it?
costume. I need to know, lady.
I know, it's one with tits.
Yeah.
Slutty something, sexy something. Is she, 1 star, Cynthia, think sticky mouse traps, this person says. So, that
That's
person
so
said,
sticky.
not sticky enough. This person
Yeah.
says could fucking hold a rodent down till it dies. Till it dies of malnutrition in here.
We'll hold a snake until it starves to death.
Wow. They said good for catching mice, but not for my boobies.
Okay.
That's nice. Jassy gives it 2 stars. Does not fit.
Oh.
Doesn't fit. Did not fit with my boobs. Awkward in dress, and can see the print of outlined sticky boobs through dress.
Oh, no.
Not good. Not impressed. No one was, I'm sure.
Yeah, like a fucking gelatin donut in her fucking...
Like, what is that? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Next up, 1 star. The title is Lies.
Oh?
They claim good for bathing suits. Lies, is what this person says. Doesn't stick. Purchased for bathing suit and had the most embarrassing moment. Doesn't stick. Just missed my window of return by a few days.
Oh, no. She was swimming and it fell out.
Well, I don't know if that happened, but I know what happened to Mary next with 1 star. Title of this review, They Were Floating in the Public Pool. That's the title. She did not bury the headline. She gave it right there.
Wore them to the public pool.
Whoops. Oh, man.
Ma'am, your titties are in the deep end.
Yep. I swam one length and turned around. I thought...
She swam her titties out.
Swam over. She must be good. Former Olympian. Yeah. I thought the kids had again thrown a ball into the swimming lanes. Alas, it was this pad floating in the pool. I'm glad I hadn't thrown it back to the kids.
I
Mary.
wish you had.
Mary's awesome. She seems fun to hang out with. She's like, my titty fell out. I don't care. She seems cool.
Cat skin. Oh, no.
Next up, Jose.
Yeah.
1 star, really bad quality, falls apart when washed. Product can't be washed. Yeah.
Jose,
what are you doing? Well, he needs tits too sometimes.
Yeah.
1 star from Caroline, does absolutely nothing.
Oh.
They stick well to my swimsuits, but have done nothing to lift my breasts. They're also real.
They were $10.
They did nothing to. I wanted a $10 boob job. I didn't get it. They are also really small, and I'm guessing aren't supposed to be for bigger chests. Well, the description in it we read says A or B size is what you want. So if you have a D, you don't need these. Number 1 and number 2.
You're doing great.
Yeah. And then finally, Sarah, 1 star, disappointed. Sarah without the H for my wife. Yeah. Definitely not her. Disappointed. 1 star. Didn't lift nothing.
I bought them because it said they lifted. I was moving that day. TV had to leave it behind.
Man. So Jerry has, he shouldn't have any of these older women and all this. Yeah. And then there's tits floating in the pool. So it's a tough time. I say, everybody just lie back and get yourself a rechargeable blowjob. What do you say, everybody? Going to part 2 of our personal corner this week. We made our personal corner because it's the holidays. We wanted it to be warm and, cozy and personal. You know what I'm saying? So
those are 3 words that describe a blowjob.
And you could play this episode at a Christmas party, and I think it's good for the whole family. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. I think mom, dad, kids, everybody's going to be happy. Grandmas are gathered around.
It's a good stocking stuffer.
This is the Piper Rechargeable Masturbator.
Piper.
But the category it's under is Blowjob Simulator.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to see this thing?
Is it a sleeve? It's a sleeve.
Yeah, but there's like
what is
there is
that?
like stuff inside of it. There's like
it's like a pink mouth.
There's shit going on inside too. Yeah, it's weird. It better be good because it's $119.99.
Oh my God,
$120. Only 2.5 stars too on here, so that's
James, it's surprising what sex toys cost today. There are,
I guess.
I mean, I'm not trying to say like an old man back in my day.
Back in my day, a rechargeable masturbator you could get for a decent price. Rechargeable masturbators used to cost a dime. You get them used down at the Army Navy, a dime.
The surplus store.
Nowadays, nobody fixes nothing. They throw it out, make a new masturbator, and $120 is what you get for it.
Some man has discovered that ladies use them more than men, obviously, but they some, I don't know, but there's more made for them, but they are insanely priced. Some of these things are $300-$400.
Oh, absolutely. They're
crazy.
Designer shit and all that.
Yeah.
Here's the description from the site. Sucks you in, warms you up, and rocks your world. I should have done a special episode just for this product because Jimmy's going to die during this thing. Warms you up, rocks your world. Feel the thrills of triple the stimulation.
Jesus.
Triple? 3 girls? What's going on?
I only need one, man.
Yeah. One stimulation is great. I'm like, hey, this is too much. Otherwise, the cops are going to burst in, I feel like. What's happening? The Piper rechargeable masturbator is ready to rock your rod in so many ways.
Why do they got to say this shit? It's so easy to sell this. Why do you have to do it like this?
Yeah, this will feel like a blowjob. That's all you need to say.
Buy it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Buy yourself a blowjob all the time. It's rechargeable. Man.
Slide inside its flexible silicone love tunnel.
Oh, boy.
And let 15 intense suction modes stimulate your wood with pulsation, patterns, and more.
15?
15? What are we talking about here?
How do they change?
There's not that many techniques to the whole deal.
That's the thing. There's like 3-4, maybe?
There's 3-4, yeah, and you're still going, there's really only one.
Yeah.
People think there's 3-4, but honestly.
Overachievers believe so.
Yeah. You didn't invent anything, trust me.
I assure you. Somebody else has thought of this a lot.
Yeah, this is a meat and potatoes kind of activity. Let's not get artistic about it. Next, discover the magic of its 15 powerful vibration functions. Feel multiple speeds, waves, pulsation, and patterns surround your shaft.
Jesus.
And it feels so lifelike with 3 levels of warming.
No, it doesn't.
No, it really doesn't. I usually don't have to. I never had to plug a woman into the wall first, so make sure her 9 volts are up to date.
Anyway, you could change it to. Do you have like a second level of warmness?
Yeah. Do you have like another warmness? And you know what? How about vibration function number 13 also, I'd like.
Could you pulse and lick?
Please, well, it says this. Combine them all for the ultimate stroking experience.
Oh, my God.
Waterproof? I would fucking hope so. I mean, honestly. You better have pretty good control because you will be electrocuted. I'm telling you that right now. It'll burn your dick off your body. And this isn't the interior dimensions. This is the entire product. Overall masturbator. That's a great name. I want someone's stage name or like trivia night name to be overall masturbator, please.
Somebody's fantasy sports team.
That's great. That's fine. Overall masturbator is 9.6 inches long by 4 inches wide, made with a silicone sleeve and ABS plastic case. Anti-lock brake.
Yeah, what?
Plastic case. Rechargeable. Yeah. Key features. Quickly. Okay. Enjoy toe curling stimulation from a stroker that sucks, vibrates, and warms. Suction stimulates your wood with the power of air pressure. 15 suction modes include steady suction, pulsation, and patterns. Vibration surrounds your shaft with intense buzzing thrills. 15 vibration functions, including speeds, waves, patterns, and more. Feels just like real with 3 lifelike warming settings. Runs up to 3 hours on a charge, by the way.
Jesus, how long with all those, it better happen now. Why do you need 3 hours? And what are the patterns? Fucking Argyle? Fucking
let's
plaid?
Find out. Back and forth, figure 8 me. Let's do it. What do you got there?
Charlie Brown sweater.
Let's find out what we got here.
Yeah.
5 out of 5. Mind-blowing.
Oh, I believe it.
It's absolutely wonderful. The sucking and vibrations are amazing, and add the heat, and it's a whole different world.
Okay.
It takes a while to get warm, but feels great. The next best thing to the real thing.
Like a seat heater?
Yeah, it's what I mean. You're going to be a mile away from your house before your butt starts getting warm. Same thing. Just warming up. Loads of fun.
Oh, don't say that.
This is 5 stars. Loads of fun.
Damn it.
As I had to hit that one hard for you, Jimmy. Loads.
Bitch. Gross.
Solo or together. Huh?
Why do you need it?
No, I get that men will, mess around with women and we all play with their sex toys or whatever and do all that, but we're like, no. We like, you have a mouth. What am I doing?
You're here. I don't need this.
Yeah, I don't need that.
This thing fucking, I'll throw the trash.
We're different on that, yeah. This product really sucks. This is a 5-star review. Yeah. So I mean in a fantastic way, 3 exclamation points.
Yeah.
I played around with all the pleasure settings and loved every minute of it.
Okay.
The Piper is stylish and sleek. What is it, going to a fucking fashion week? What are we talking about here?
I don't care.
Hang from a fucking little string and dangle from your hand as you walk down the street. People will think you're cool. What are we talking about?
I don't care if it looks like an elephant trunk. I
don't give a shit. In a really cool, futuristic way. That's what I want to feel like. I'm fucking a futuristic robot. Perfect. I'm fucking R2-D2. Much better.
In case I'm an extra in the new RoboCop.
Fuck, man. I want to feel like I'm in Total Recall, please. It is very easy to use. I really enjoy this toy and definitely recommend it. Like I said, fun to use solo or with a friend. Yeah. I do recommend buying your favorite lube when you purchase this product.
That's the thing about these. That thing inside, you will stick.
You will stick. The 5 stars are just as good as the 1 stars on this one, by the way. Works great, 5 stars. Works great, but I wouldn't call it hands-free like the ad. For me, if you are using the suction, it will put a hickey on your head if you get in too deep. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't want that. Other than that, it's fun and will drain you and relax you great.
Not your energy.
Oh.
That's not what they mean.
God, Jesus, that's horrible.
It'll make you sleepy, that's for sure.
Which brings up the next question, which is answered here. Really easy to clean.
Oh,
he just went down a timeline. My wife got all hot and jumped on me and finished me off the first time I used it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus, okay.
Why include that part?
Like, that's what I mean. Because it got to sound like, I'm not a loser who's doing it. I got a wife who uses it on me.
I don't just jerk off all on my own. Sometimes I fuck my wife. We know, dude.
Way better, man.
You're not going to believe it.
Feels almost real, 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
I was worried it wouldn't open up enough, but it drew me right in and throated me just like my wife.
Oh, God. This poor man's wife. She's been besmirched on the internet.
Or complimented, depending on how you want to look at it. His screen name is Big Cat Daddy 62. I think she knows what she's in for, right?
Yeah, she's not getting anything for herself, 62.
No, 62. Oh, man. Until I couldn't hold it any longer.
Yeah.
The closest thing to real that I could ever imagine. The wife loves to use it on me and watch my face as I let go.
Yeah,
Ew.
at least she doesn't have to do it.
We give it 2 thumbs, 2 boobs, and a penis up.
Ew, what? Why? What do you
rating? That is
all that. Just
horrifying. Okay, 3 stars now. Yeah. And the title, Okay. This seems like it'd either be horrible or wonderful. Is there a middle ground here?
It depends. If you've ever had a throat goat who's fucking incredible at this, then maybe this thing's going to be awful.
If it makes you come, I think that's did its job at that point, right?
Yeah, I suppose. But if you, I don't know, man. If you have
If you get food from McDonald's and it's not poisonous and it's food, I think
That's
you
a
won.
good point. If you had a steak before, you'll still eat McDonald's. It's fine.
Yeah. So does provide a good feeling of vibration and some suction. Areas of improvement. This person has listed them as a business plan. And he's got them 1.
Yeah.
Period. Depth needs to be increased. Despite the large size of the device, could not fit an average-sized penis fully inside. Only about 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, only about 13 of my inches. Fuck you,
I got
dude.
all down there.
It holds 9 inches.
No, it's 9 inches long.
Oh, the whole thing?
Device.
Got it. Okay,
yeah. So
all right.
we don't know what's in there or what how much the mechanical shit takes up or any of that stuff. Number 2, needs to have option of different sleeves for more texture.
Okay.
This thing is ultra smooth and somewhat lacks that kind of stimulation.
Oh, he wants knobs inside.
He wants nodules and shit, yeah. 3, there's a tiny hole deep inside the silicone where the suction occurs. What's beyond that is impossible to see, but so no one will ever know what's inside the masturbator.
Magic that. You'll never see Mr. Oz.
I was going to say, the man behind the curtain. You'll never see him. But some fluids end up being sucked back there, which makes cleanup very difficult.
Right.
Yeah. No instructions were given on how to properly clean this thing. 4, the warming option could be warmer.
Okay, yeah.
Or maybe it just takes a few minutes. No instruction on this. He's just never lasted long enough for it to get fully warm, and he's complaining. That's 5 stars, sir.
Sir, it does better than you ever thought.
Yeah. And this got 108 thumbs up and 12 thumbs down for his review.
Wow.
So he seems to be on there.
Right.
Now 1 star. 1 star. Waste of money.
Oh, not good.
Waste of money. I would recommend
yeah.
to my worst enemy. To my worst did it rip your dick off and then leave the room with it?
And take it back behind the sleeve to chew it up?
And feed it to a dog? It is not as expected by a long shot.
Oh, well, tell me
okay.
more. Is that all he had?
That's all he had. That's it.
Okay.
And that got 10 thumbs up and no thumbs down. 1 star. Title, blowjob toy.
Yeah.
The user is Big D55, by the way.
Okay, good for you, sir.
None of the bra insert ones were fucking slapping tits 55. None of them were about their tits.
None of them were solid A's 23.
Yeah, double D Danielle fucking 45. Okay. Blowjob toy, 1 star. To me, it wasn't warm at all.
Okay, maybe you can't feel it anymore.
Yeah, you're just out of sensation. Didn't have the sucking feeling I'm used to.
Okay, good for you.
Didn't have a tongue. It's not a person, you fucking idiot. What do you want?
It's crazy.
What do you want? You want a fucking person who'll put their dick in your mouth is what you want.
It didn't gargle and tell me it was great.
No. I used it once and threw it away. Didn't even tell me it was the biggest they've ever had. It's fucking ridiculous. All right. 1 star. Horrible.
Oh?
Most useless product ever.
Most useless.
Most
it's
useless.
got a use.
For anyone that has a decent sex life, this thing does nothing whatsoever, and that feels like anything sexual. You shouldn't have this if you have a sex life, right?
Right. Well, right. But that's the thing about these toys. It's not meant to simulate exactly sex.
That's what I mean. It's meant to do some other weird shit.
It's meant to get you to come and
weird,
and then then
shamefully clean it out.
And then be embarrassed about yourself.
Then clean it out slowly and shamefully.
Well, if I could get my life in order, maybe I wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah, man. There's no way this thing could get anyone off. Used it for 2 minutes, then straight to the trash. Get a pocket pussy. Fucking loser, get a pocket pussy.
Threw it straight in the trash and went to my nightstand and fucked a pocket
pussy. Took
pussy.
out my trusty pocket pussy. Man.
I love when people show their ass like this on the internet. This is the best.
This is great. 1 star.
Yeah.
Putrid stylized garbage.
Putrid?
Putrid. What? Received it after like 12 days. What a bunch of monkey bums the shipping department is. Okay. Monkey bums? What the hell is that? Doesn't work. Tried to return it.
Nope.
They want me to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
I don't want anything your dick's been in. You can pay for the whole thing. We'll get it and throw it right in the dumpster. Take that. That's your dildo, sir.
Here's how you ship it. Put it in your trash can, and they'll get it to us at the landfill. We never want that back.
We don't care. Like I said, garbage.
Yeah.
And trying to submit this review, it says that stylized garbage is foul language, so they only accept glowing reviews. Must be communists.
Okay.
Because it says garb-age on the top. 1 star, don't waste your money.
Why not?
Nothing close to how they describe it. I sent it back the next day. They just have a giant dumpster full of returned... The balls on these people.
How dare you send your DNA in the mail?
Yeah, here you go.
You are very trusting of
Damn.
Of
I would
strangers.
say they're going to drop it all over their dead fucking woman they just killed.
I'd go frame that motherfucker for all kinds of things.
1 star, not very durable. Lasted less than 10 uses. Wow. Randomly turns off and on and off by itself. Well, that's actually a realistic function they were going to... You go, why you stopping? That's that function. It's called the why you stopping function.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's one of those. No, just like that. 1 star, not good.
No.
Its sucking is supposed to feel like... the sucking it's supposed to feel like feels more like someone blowing air into your pee hole. Don't know why anyone would want that.
It's going the opposite direction.
Which doesn't feel good at all.
No.
Okay. Number 1, or 1 star again. Worst product ever. Ever. Yes. This unit is not soft at all. Though the vibration part is great and the strong suction part is absolutely worthless unless there is something wrong with the unit, there is no suction. The entrance of the unit needs to be redesigned to a flat entrance with a different sleeve, softer, more form-compliant material. Sounds like you need to make your own fuck toy.
Buy a fleshlight, man. Yeah. That's what it is.
If you were a woman talking about a dildo, I'd say go find a fallen tree and whittle it down to your finest dildo, because you are not going to be satisfied unless you make it yourself. And his username is Blue Harley. I love the new usernames on these guys.
So it could be any guy that you see on the freeway.
Blue Harley. That's him. Unsatisfied.
It could be that guy.
And then finally... This is great. 1 star. 1 star.
1.
Quit working.
Oh?
It quit working after about 6 or 7 months.
What?
That seems like you got 7 months of blowjobs for $120.
That's pretty good.
That is a phenomenal deal, sir.
Solid investment.
Product Hall of Fame. Right there. Wow.
Mine stopped after about 2 months of marriage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's way longer than that works. So I got a replacement and it never worked. We'll see what happens when I get the 3rd one. 1 star? You have the balls to bitch about this?
You sent back one that you worked on for 8 months?
Man, people are never satisfied, and that's why we do this show. That is your stupid opinions, everybody. Follow all the pages on social media. Get in there. Listen to Crime and Sports and your stupid opinions. Do all of that. ShutUpAndGiveMeMurder.com is where you get everything. Next week, we're going to start out with a Dave & Buster's, which is going to be a disaster and a nightmare, and I can't fucking wait for it. And more very personal shit. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll definitely see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.